Hello friends. Now the new topic I'm going to start is capital structure. Actually capital structure is the preparation for beginning of your business. Because we all know that money is the blood for the business, and two main aspects are important to understand about financial plan: to estimate need of capital, with that need to solve the problem of capitalization. Second, determine source of capital and try to solve problem of capital structure. So in that way we need to understand these things. Usually every company is in need to obtain the money when they start the business or in continuation of the business. They need sometime money. So here some company procedures are being followed to get the capital and arrange the capital, mostly by issuing securities like bond, like shares, like preference shares, like debentures, short terms, deposits, receipts. So many things company can generate, can issue the securities for generating the capital. And here the company can use this security for arrangement of the capital. Here what kind of the security is required to issue, it is the final and financial and the crucial decision of financial manager. So he takes with complete alertness about the situation. Capital structure, what's the meaning of capital structure? Now we have to understand this. Generally capital structure means a combination of different sources of capital like equity share, preference share, debentures, reserved fund and loan. See, I repeat, which are the basic sources of capital structure? I am just explaining here. Equity shares, preference shares, debentures, allocation and arrangement from the reserved funds and loans. So in that way company decides what is easy and less burdensome for the future of the company. They arrange from it. Here I want to indicate one line of Gustenberg. He says decisions regarding type of securities are reflected in capital structure of company. I repeat, decisions regarding type of securities are reflected in capital structure of company. See, here I want to explain some additional understanding. Remember, any company when arrange the money, they mostly depend on the internal arrangement, means the reserved funds, right? Second, if they are able to arrange as possible not to borrow funds, means loans are last option. First option is arranging from shares. So many times we see that the companies are issuing new shares. They are coming to market with the new IPOs. They are issuing right issues. Right issue is the one kind of the additional collection of the capital from the market, from their present shareholders, right? So their original shareholders who trust them will think about their capacity and they will invest their money again in the same company. So in that way, see, I want to just explain only one thing, that which kind of the capital structure makes easy arrangement for the company prefer for the same. So the future stress on company may not come, that company needs to think. Okay, here I want to indicate one definition given by Hoglite. He says capital structure means proportion and magnitude of different securities issued by a company and sources utilized by a company to raise their finance. I repeat, capital structure means proportion and magnitude of the different securities issued by a company and the sources utilized by a company to raise their capital. So here capital is the money, right? And which kind of the proportion, from which source the management is arranging and where they are utilizing the source, both things are important to understand the situation of market. Usually in time of crisis, company needs more money because at that time income comes lesser and expenses remain continue. So at that time they need working capital, because the fixed capital and working capital, there are two type of the capital we have, right? Fixed capital means the property, the machineries. It is a fixed capital to run any software. If any company is working with any software, to purchase the software is called fixed capital, and to pay the salary, to pay the electricity bill, to purchase the raw materials, it is the working capital. Day by day it is needed. So in that way company arrange their money, where to utilize, how to utilize, depend upon company. Okay, in term of the loan I want to indicate one thing: cash credit, overdraft. These are two ways of the loan which they can earn from the banks, right? So many situations from where the company require to arrange, they follow the same. Okay, now I want to discuss here some characteristics of ideal capital structure. See, ideal means the best capital structure, which not create more burden, which not create any danger for the existence of company in future. So ideal capital structure I am discussing here. The first is capital structure becomes easy in term of administration if lesser securities are issued. When I started to discuss today, I stated one thing: company move for the loan at very last. Why? To reduce the burden. If the securities are more, means the other people from the world are with company, but at future time when they are in need, the company has to pay back. That is the point you have to remember here. Okay, second point is profitability. Profitability means the plan of capital structure should be in such a way that profit remain optimum. In maximum proportion, the profit remain with them. Right? The plan of capital structure should be in such a way that profit remain optimum. Usually, company has to think about which way they follow that the profit may come with them, because it is a success, it is a criteria of success. How much profit the company has earned, how much time company continued is the good thing for creating image, but how much profit they earn is the ultimate important thing which create their success. So here it is necessary to see that the arrangement of capital is must be done in such a way that profit may come in more proportion with them. Okay, the third point is adequate finance. Adequate means additional finance. So remember, various sources the company have, they have to follow. In that way, the adequate finance may obtain, may come to them. Here, these sources should be combined in such a way that additional money, adequate finance means additional money may available for them. See, basic required sources are always with them. They have already made the reserve fund, so many things. But when to arrange the money from outer market, to think that this is additional capital. In future when it needs, it will be utilized. So it must come to them in lesser interest burden, with lesser interest burden. That is important thing. Fourth point is flexibility. Flexibility means arrange the money with in such a flexible way that if any requirement may arise and circumstances may arise, they can remain easily with that situation. See, capital structure, if it is a very fixed, lesser reserve fund is there and more dividend has been issued to the shareholder, what will happen in future? So company need to arrange the reserve fund for future when they need. If the money is in hands of the company, then they can take proper decision immediately, otherwise they can't. That is the point I want to say, right? The fifth point is economy. Here I want to indicate one thing. Economy means the cost of arrangement of capital should not be more burdensome. Cost of capital means terms and condition. Expenses has been created for arranging more money. These all things is a cost which has been spent to arrange the money for future requirement. So if it is a more expensive, then the capital whichever will be earned or arranged, from that these expenses will be allocated first. Okay, one thing more. Future interest, if it is counted here, then it is also important. So the money must be arranged in the cheaper market, from the cheap rate market. And if the money is being arranged from the costlier market, then the rate of interest will be more. It creates future burden on the company. That is wrong thing. The sixth point is balancing. Balancing means the balance of the market. Balance of the market means borrowed capital or the share capital, owner's capital. See, if the borrowed capital is more, then the future payment of the interest will be more. If the owner's capital is more, then there is no burden on the company to pay back. because this is the capital of that owner. So I stated just before that company tries first to get money from their original shareholders who are with them from beginning. They trust them easily and they can stay with them easily, so the company can arrange money easily, so they will not come back immediately to get their money back, right? So it is a useful for them. Okay, the sixth point is balancing. I am discussing here about the balancing. Balancing means there should be proper arrangement. I am repeatedly discussing the one point I forgot. Balancing means ratio of the capital distribution. How much on whom? More on the owner and less from the creditors. These two things are creating difference about burden on the company. It is required to be understood here. So, see, debenture is a one kind of the burden. Taken share is a lesser burden because it's a one kind of the capital from the owners. Okay, the reserve fund is used, it is the lesser burden because the money which was with the company but not counted at the present requirement was discussed here. So here the company decides their situation and they decide their money, where to utilize, what to utilize, how to utilize. Right, my friends? Next one is liquidity. When the company start to work, they must think about liquidity must remain in their hands and debt must be paid in time, so the company's credit must remain in good condition, so the future prospect of the company may develop easily. Right, my friends? Okay, now the next point is attractiveness. See, company create the situation in which the investor must be available for company to invest their money easily in the attractive way, as like attractive rate of interest having short term deposits. If they declare, then so many investors will come because the company's image will attract them. If Reliance will go to the market, what do you think so? Everybody will invest. I am talking about Reliance Group run by the Mukesh Bhai Ambani, right? So the people will easily attract towards them. It will generate more money for them, right? Okay. Can you understand my point? Attractiveness means the trust over the company. The way in which they reach to the market to collect the money, that required to be attractive, right? Okay. Next point is solvency. Solvency means the credibility of the company. If the borrowed money is not large with the more burden of interest, if the borrowed money is not large with more burden of interest, it will be benefited to the company in larger scale, and risk of the insolvency will reduce. See, solvency means capability of the company to pay dues in the market, and insolvency means their credibility is less and their capacity to pay dues is also lesser, so their image in the market will reduce. Here I want to say that if the borrowed capital is not with the large burden, then will not create any damage to the company's credit, and their credibility will not come in danger, and their solvency will remain stable. So the insolvency will not create. That I want to say, and you have to understand, right, my friends? So here I have tried to discuss with you about characteristics of ideal capital structure. Now I want to indicate some types of capital structure. The first one is capital generated by from equity shares. Yes, so you know that equity share is taken from the market, and everybody can be attracted towards the market to earn the future money, right? As the price of the share will rise, who will invest will also earn. I have just discussed in the earlier lecture about Reliance. Earlier Reliance share price was 900, and later and now the price is up more than 2000. Means the raised capital or the raised wealth of the investor is per share more than 1000 additional. It's a good thing for any person to remember, right, my friends? Okay. Second point is capital structure arranged from preference share. See, the preference share is one kind of the arrangement from the company, from their priority given shareholders. Preference shares meaning, you know that when the dividend will be given, it will be given to them first. If their money will be given back to them, their money will be given back them first before the money will given to the equity share. So preference means the priority. The second point is the preference share, right? The third point is the debenture. See, debenture is a one kind of the liability. Liability has been increased on the company. So in future, when the company will give back money at the proper time, as they have been declared, will given back to the debenture holders first. So it's a one kind of, they are creditor to the company and company is debtor to them. So debentures are a one kind of the debt over the company. So it is required to be paid with the stated interest. And the last point in the types of capital structure is capital structure. Here it is a mixture of three things: preference share with debentures and with equity shares. So keep in your mind, preference share with the debenture, preference share with equity share is the one thing. Debenture with equity share is the another thing. And absolute equity share is the another thing. But this is the fourth one, is a mixture of preference share, debenture and equity share. All things are included in a one, and it create one kind of the future burden over the company when the debentures are required to pay. Sometime debentures with consent of the debenture holder will convert into the equity share if the company and the debenture holders both are agreed to do this. If the preference share holders may agree with the company to convert into the equity share, it is also possible. But ultimately it is a way of the capital generation that I want to say. And other which is not given here and not required to discuss, that the loan. See, loan is a one kind of the complete dangerous capital generating source. If company not required not to take the borrowed money by this way, because it create future rate of interest over the company in larger proportion, that every company has to think about. Okay, my friends, so today I've discussed with you about characteristics of ideal capital structure. Second, earlier before that I discussed with you about the concept and definition of the capital structure. And lastly, I discussed with you about types of capital structure. Okay, my friends.